When I came across the information I'm about to share, I couldn't help but notice that it doesn't seem to matter whose video it is, like where it's coming from. It's not getting the attention that I think it deserves. So I wanted to let you guys know about it. Something absolutely heartbreaking is happening within the Buffalo public school system. While a lot of rumors are circulating, here's what we can actually confirm. Earlier this year, a Buffalo police detective from the Special Victims Unit went public with his claims that some incidents inside the district, including reports of assault and attempted abduction, were not properly reported or handled. I've watched what the Unsubscribed YouTube channel has said about the situation. I watched this full-grown man break down over what these kids went through, what these adults didn't protect them from.
Bad. And I'll give you another example. This case might have been a fluke. It could have been like, kids experimenting and then one of them got scared. It could have been absolutely nothing. It still could be absolutely nothing. I've left 6 messages on a principal's voicemail saying, hey, I just need you to talk to me. I need the phone numbers of the parents. I only have the phone numbers of the kids. I don't want to call the kids. Please give me the phone numbers of the parents, of the adults of these kids, of the police report that you called 911 for to have police already show up. I just don't have the phone numbers for the parents, and I can't get a return phone call. How many times do I have to call a school principal to be like, hey, there's a potential sexual assault. I just need to talk to the parents. And I can't get a return phone call?
It's fucking wild.
And and for some reason, they're protected.
I believe that he's telling the truth. He only loses bringing this sort of information forward. In our sad world these days, people don't care if it's true, if it makes them look bad. They'll protect themselves before protecting the children in their care. Can you guess how the media reacted to him blowing the whistle?
This is ridiculous.
What is this?
This is crazy. I'm listening to all these guys burp and just be absolutely foul.
You're looking at like the White Claws on
Yeah.
the table.
And
Is
so
alcohol involved here?
My
Where
first
are they?
thought is, okay, this can't actually be real.
I don't think there's ever been another case that has come out like this. It's so 2025, right? It comes out on the podcast and
Bizarre.
Regardless, the accusations got loud enough that the Buffalo Board of Education voted to launch an independent external investigation. That's not speculation. That's what happened. The board hired a law firm to review the allegations and interview anyone involved. District officials have publicly said they're aware of the claims and are calling them untruths, but they also stated they'll cooperate with investigations, something we've yet to see any proof of them doing. At the moment, it seems that they've only hindered more than they've aided anybody. Here's what's been confirmed in news reports and police statements. In February 2025, a man was charged after allegedly trying to abduct 2 students at Dr. Charles R. Drew Science Magnet School. The incident did lead to questions about whether parents were notified quickly and whether school security footage was preserved properly. These questions are now part of the board's ongoing investigation. As of now, no final report has been released, and no one has been criminally charged for failing to report, but multiple city and state agencies are watching closely. According to this officer blowing the whistle on the situation, when the school had first reported this specific incident, they had completely left out the little boy, only for us to learn that during the attempted kidnapping, he had been so scared that he had peed himself, and the school didn't tell his parents what had happened. The accusation is that the school deleted the CCTV footage of the attempted abduction. The only reason we know of the situation is because someone had recorded the footage with their cell phone, allegedly, but this is coming from that police officer involved. It's important we stick to facts, but it's also important we don't look away. When serious allegations like this come up, every parent, teacher, and community member deserves transparency and accountability. If you're anything like me, you'd be thinking that this sort of thing couldn't be possible with mandated reporters, so I looked into it. It turns out if you're employed by or contracted with a school and have regular contact with students, you're a mandated reporter. Reasonable cause doesn't mean proof. It means you've seen or heard something that would make a reasonable person suspect abuse might be happening. A written report must follow within 48 hours. A mandated reporter cannot delegate the call to a superior, like instructing the principal instead of calling yourself, waiting for your supervisor or legal team to approve the report. Conduct your own mini investigation first, because that can delay protection for the child and even contaminate evidence. Each individual reporter must ensure the call is made. If a mandated reporter fails to report an incident, it can lead to a Class A misdemeanor, which is a criminal charge, civil penalties up to $5,000, and professional consequences, loss of certification or license. If a child is harmed because the mandated reporter didn't act, they can also be sued civilly for damages in most cases. I'm not actually sure why this isn't happening with this school board. You would think that it would have by now, but it hasn't. The entire purpose of mandated reporting is designed to remove personal bias or fear of retaliation. It ensures that suspicions are evaluated by trained child protection specialists, not filtered through a school's PR or legal department. So in Buffalo's case, any employees that saw or learned something that should have triggered a report and didn't call the SCR, that would be a serious legal violation, not just a policy issue. So in Buffalo's case, any employees that saw or learned something that should have triggered a report and didn't call the SCR, that would be a serious legal violation, not just a policy issue. As I continued looking into what's being alleged, it turns out it isn't just the students that aren't being protected. There was an incident where a janitor had been stomped out by 2 students. The principal denied releasing the names of these students to the police. Something is not right here. I'll keep following the official investigation, and I encourage you to read the verified sources and to watch the YouTube videos yourself. Children's safety isn't a political issue, it's a human one. We are all smart enough to know that problems don't fix themselves, especially not these kinds of problems. They tend to spread. The media tends to downplay the issue, or in this case, flat out defame a good man doing a good thing. Then not all, but some people tend to believe it until one day they can't ignore it anymore.